Good afternoon. I'm State Representative Greg Howard of the 43rd District, representing Stonington and North Stonington. As many people are aware, I've been a strong advocate lately against lost in-person learning days due to quarantines. After handling so many phone calls, having hours of meetings and conversations relevant to this, I wanted to do a quick video to share information relevant to quarantining in schools and the data. As many know, I've been speaking a lot about Massachusetts and what Massachusetts has been doing since the beginning of the school year to successfully keep their students safely in the learning environment within their schools. I want to start out by comparing Massachusetts and Connecticut hospitalization metrics. As you can see, these graphs are scaled to reflect the change in population, but effectively the hospitalization rates and trends between Massachusetts and Connecticut are borderline identical. So you can see that we are a very comparable state. I'll also tell you we are comparable in vaccination rates and infection rates. Every Thursday, the state of Massachusetts shares their data with updated information on their Test to Stay program that they've been doing since the beginning of school. So the way that it operates there is if a student is identified as a close contact, that student can participate in the Test and Stay program, which is they take a test. If they are negative, they can stay in school. And we're getting a lot of great data. As you can see from the chart here, they have conducted 330,198 tests cumulatively, and 326,959 of them are negative. It's an important piece of information, and we're going to go through that in just a moment. But some things to consider. The state of Massachusetts in their schools has no minimum distance requirement. So whether their students are identified as close contacts in the cafeteria, in the hallway, in the classroom, it doesn't matter. They can participate in their Test to Stay program. When Connecticut went to a Screen and Stay program, what Connecticut did was exclude cafeteria contacts effectively from participating in Screen and Stay, because I don't know of any school that I've been told of that can create a 6-foot distance in the cafeteria. So while it may seem like a good initiative, the net effect of it is not keeping kids in school at a very alarming rate. In fact, the opposite, it's keeping kids out of school. And we're already starting to see statewide where school districts are starting to pull out of the Screen and Stay because the amount of work involved is not worth it when compared to the amount of kids it's actually keeping in school. So we go back to that original table with the data from Massachusetts, and we start to do a little bit of arithmetic, and we can see here 330,000 tests were conducted, 326,959 were negative, yielding a result of 3,239 positive tests. Do some arithmetic, divide it out, and you might find that among quarantine students in the state of Massachusetts, the positivity rate is 0.98%. I should say among close contacts. But remember, that's assuming that every one of those positives was contracted in school, which is an unknown, and in fact, probably not likely, because as many people know, outside of school, much of the world has gone back to normal. There are large events, and presumably these students are attending those events as well. Another important piece of information just got circled in the bottom right there, the pool positivity rate. A pool positivity rate is pooled tests from the population in the school to determine what the positivity rate is in the school. What's notable is cumulatively from the beginning of school till now is a 1.5% positivity rate, 50% higher than the positivity rate among close contacts who in Connecticut are generally being sent home. Now, everybody knows we're in New England, it's December, and cases have been on the rise. From December 6th to December 12th, while the pool positivity rate and the case rate and the hospitalization rate in Massachusetts continued to climb, you can see from that red box there that the Test and Stay conducted was nearly 75,000 and just over 74,000 were negative, yielding a result of 0.99% positivity rate, while the pool positivity rate is 2.69%. So despite a significant increase in the pool positivity rate, the positivity rate among quarantined close contacts remained almost unchanged. Certainly leads credence to the argument that transmission is just not happening in school. So Test and Stay requires testing. That comes with cost, it comes with logistics, and the State Department of Health in the state of Connecticut has pointed out sort of those issues, the cost and the logistics. Certainly the screen and stay has less cost, but a cost, and logistically is an issue. But one has to ask, with the data that's coming out of Massachusetts that shows such a low transmission rate in school, why are we keeping kids out of school at all? Whether it be screen and stay, whether it be test and stay, why are we not following this data? The CDC has recently announced that schools opting for test and stay are not risking an outbreak. And if the data from Massachusetts continues to show, which it has, less than a 1% positivity rate among in-school close contacts, then again, why are we continuing to send kids home? If you look back, the positivity rate among the kids in school is higher than those who are identified as close contacts who have been sent home. Now, certainly the risk of spread in school is shown to be low in this data, but it's important that we weigh that risk, low as it may be, against the risk that is imposed by the impact of these mitigation procedures. But unfortunately, that is not unknown. I have asked Commissioner Russell Tucker to disclose the number of lost in-person learning days in the state of Connecticut, and that number will not be provided to me. So I don't know how the State Department of Health can possibly accurately weigh the risk of transmission, which we know is low in school, the data shows it, against the impact of the lost learning days if we don't know what the impact is. So I don't know where the governor is. I don't know why he's not asking these questions, but this is why I continue to work hard for your children, to try to keep our kids in the learning environment so that their achievement gap does not grow, so that their social and emotional development continues along with their peers and their teachers, and that the impact on working families can be mitigated. So this is the information, this is the data I wanted to share with you. I hope everybody has a very safe and happy holiday season, and thanks for listening.